Hi, I'm Dr. Don Dulesky for this edition of the Health and Wellness Journal. Today's discussion is going to be on causes and some of the causes of low back pain. And we're going to get into that right now. First of all, many people over the last 32 years come into my office complaining of neck pain, mid-back pain, some type of shoulder or joint pain, hip pain, but the predominant complaints are low back pain. And there's a reason why so many people have low back issues is because they never take care of their spine to begin with. You know, good spinal health is just the same as taking your car in for a tune-up or a checkup. If you have faulty alignment of your vehicle, say for example you hit a pothole and you knock the front end of your vehicle out of alignment, well, the more you drive your car, the less you notice the front end being out of line. When that alignment becomes a secondary problem and you no even longer think about, you keep driving your machine the way it is and you notice that the tires and the treads start to wear out. So what's a logical solution? Put a new pair of tires on there, or take your car into the shop to get a front end alignment. Most of us would pick the front end alignment. So what are we doing when we get the front end of our vehicle aligned? We're reducing friction and mechanical stress and wear and tear. That's the same thing that produces most low back problems. As a matter of fact, most arthritic problems in the body, especially as it relates to the term osteo or bone arthritis. It's a wear and tear and a friction that produces the problems. Now, when we look at the spine, which you see a smooth curvature in the neck area, coming into a forward curvature in the middle back, and another smooth curvature going forwards in the lower part of the back or lumbar spine. And as you can see, there's several nerves that come out between the vertebra. These nerves have their normal housing protected by the proper alignment of the vertebra, but also by the disc. Now the disc is like a shock absorber in the body. And with wear and tear and stress and friction and faulty alignment of your spine, the discs, as it shows right here, start to degenerate. One thing happens, as I said, just like when you first hit that pothole and your vehicle goes out of alignment, you notice it initially right away. But the longer you drive your vehicle, the less aware you are of the fact that it's out of line. Well, when we have a bump, a bruise, a slip, a fall, a work-related injury, a motor vehicle trauma, physical exertion from gardening or shoveling snow, we have some soreness for a few days and then it goes away. Usually what happens is we have a vertebra that now is out of line. And the longer we use that part of our body when it's not in its normal mechanical or alignment position, it causes a friction and a wear and tear. Just like the front end of your vehicle coming out of a line and causing the tires to wear out. So this here is a normal healthy disc. It's about 3/4 of an inch, and this housing that the nerve lives in is a nice north to south or top to bottom area of open patency or fluency. In other words, it's not getting compressed, okay? Now, when there's a bump, a bruise, a slip, or a fall, basically what happens, we start to get a wear and tear process occurs from the faulty alignment of these joints in the back part of your vertebra. And we can also have arthritis in these little joints, which causes most people's low back pain, or we can have the actual severe process which starts to occur, the wearing and tearing, breaking down of this disc material. Now, how do we prevent this from happening? By getting a chiropractic evaluation, to getting a spinal alignment check. If your spine is out of line, it needs to be put back into its normal mechanical position. If not, it's just like the front end of your car. You're going to keep wearing and tearing and the tread's going to wear out. Eventually that problem will continue to where we have more disc degeneration, we have severe bone spurs that start to grow out from the front of your vertebra. They can even grow into the back part, back into your nerves. And this is all caused by mechanical stress. So, low back pain can cause from degenerative disc disease, as we've shown you here, from the mechanical wear and tear and stress of your vertebra being out of alignment. It can be caused from what we call a spinal stenosis, which if it's severe enough, it has to have a surgical procedure done to it. Spinal stenosis simply means, it's a big word, that simply means if you had a water line, there was a 1-inch water line, now with all the breakdown of your spine, that 1-inch water line now closes down to a 7/8 inch. So in other words, the room that the nerve tissue has to be able to operate in is now compromised, and that can produce pain going into your legs, stiffness, soreness in the back, etc. The other thing too is you can have a herniated disc, where the disc has been traumatized and it actually wears and blows out. So from the excessive wear and tear over the years, one particular lift and twist and turn actually blows the disc out. Now, motions forward and backward are not major causes of disc problems, even movements left and right. The movements that get most of us in trouble is movements that we're twisting from left to right. Because what this does is produces almost, if you will, like a washing machine type of action back and forth between our vertebrae. So when this movement pattern keeps going back and forth like this here, we create little tears within that disc. And over time and through the years, that starts to break down. And eventually, if we're at work or we're at home and we go to pick something up and lift and twist and turn, it blows out. That isn't what caused the problem, because that problem had been building up for a number of years. So, for good proper spinal health, have a chiropractic evaluation, check out your alignment, reduce that stress within the vertebral alignment of your body, and reduce your pain and live a much healthier, happier life. For the Health and Wellness Journal, I'm Dr. Don Delusky.